Hey you guys, and welcome back to Rams Games for another episode of the Terraria fishing challenge thingamabob, whatever I'm calling it. So I know that I said I'd do some of this off camera, and we're going to do just that, except I'm going to do something a little bit different because I'm in the editing kind of mood for absolutely no reason. I'm going to make a time lapse of me chopping down all of the trees, flattening off some of the land, making a hammer, and fixing all that. And we'll see how far that takes us into this video. So I'll see you guys at the end of this. Enjoy music from probably ENV, even though, you know, Dreamcatcher Media and all that. It'll be fun. Yay, copyright claims. Alright, see you guys in a few minutes. Alright guys, and we are back. The ground has been leveled off. I didn't remove the background. I can't be bothered with the kind of hammer that we have right now. I did buy a net after destroying a few worms, because I remembered, hey, we need a net if we're going to start doing the fishing thing anytime soon. So I don't know what is to the left or right, but it's obviously one of two things. To the left we have the desert, like that much is fairly obvious. I meant I have no idea what to expect in terms of the corruption. I don't know if it's going to be on the left or right. It likes to make its stupid home in the snow biome more than it does the desert biome, simply because in my opinion it has a bias towards blocks that don't have gravity, but that could be complete crap, so we're not going to take that as a fact. It's just going to be as an observation, more or less. Let me finish planting some trees here real quick. Some of these may grow, some of these may never grow. I went ahead and built the other house, and because we found the bombs and we had them in our inventory, then the demolitionist decided that he wanted to show up. I put the guy on the top floor because he's going to be far less vital unless I need to check an item and how to craft it. Then he won't be all that useful to us. Not to say that that won't be happening. I'm just saying, for now, he's not hugely important when it comes to our needs. I would, however, really like to make it across this bridge. It is the middle of the night, so I should probably be slightly mindful of that, as I'm currently not doing. The desert isn't a fun place. In fact, this guy might even kill me. So the damage comes from the actual fork head on the trident. So if the enemy runs into that fork more than once, then it will take that damage more than once. For now, let's just seal this stupid hole off. We don't need to be anywhere near that. And yet again, we are out of the torches. So let's just make as many as we can. The limiting factor, again, is the amount of gel that we have. Just a friendly reminder to not go down there. We'll eventually need like the fossils and stuff because we'll have an extractinator at some point. I should have checked off camera if this world, anywhere located inside of it, has a pair of flower boots. But in order to keep with the theme of exploration, I wanted to, well, I didn't think of it first of all, but also I'm going to find the jungle before I look for that. And I'm going to keep it on not spoiler mode, so I will be able to see where in the underground jungle the boots are if they exist. However, I will not be able to like, I'll still physically have to go to that chest and get them. I won't use any like cheaty hacks or anything like that. Just knowing they exist is going to boost my morale. Or not, you know, just whether or not they exist. There's likely a sky island above us. I'm going to take on the task of finding out right now. These large hills like to spawn sky islands to the left or right of them. Unfortunately, harpies may spawn and they will like one-shot me, so here's hoping we can do this quickly. I do have over a gold on me and no way of teleporting home. You know, I'm not really above the save and quit method, so if I have to, I will save and quit. So if we see a harpy coming in trying to knock us off or whatever, then I will just save and quit. Save and exit. So I heard what sounded like a harpy maybe running into a building, and it sounded like it was off to our right. Now, don't quote me on that. Oh, I don't want wrong world. You didn't see anything. Bob's Fishing Adventure 2. The other world you just saw was the off-camera solo one with my friend, Anusland, the one that was featured in the chill video. I really don't care what kind of bait it is right now, so the fact that there's a couple butterflies isn't the worst thing in the world. We also still need to get to the ocean and see if we can't find the angler. Hopefully he's on the left. So far, no corruption over here, which kind of helps support my theory that it's likely just going to be... Alright, it's gonna bug me. I just really want to replace that sand block, that's all. Where'd all my dirt go? Did I accidentally throw it out? I don't know. Oh no, I'm actually out of dirt because I was just mining with it. Chest down here, heck yes. We have a blowpipe, not useful. Recall potions, which I'll put on my inventory. That way I don't have to cheese that again. Tin bars, which are nice, and some rope, which are also nice. Go ahead and do a little bit of platforming here. I don't really want to go spelunking, but I will take this chest. And I will do a very small amount of mining here. I'll need the dirt blocks to see if I can go to the right. Any? Because, I mean, if we could get to that Sky Island this early in the game, that would be kind of huge, actually. There's also a worm floating around. Not really floating, it's doing its whole wiggle thing, but... Who needs the details, am I right? Slime wants me dead because I accidentally punched him. This is sounding like a jungle. Not only does it sound like a jungle, but it quite happens to look like one. So this is not good at all. There's an antlion charger. Something I didn't mention in the first video is I'm not above using yo-yos either. They are my favorite item. Just because they're so different to the whole sword thing. Yeah, this definitely leads into the part of town that I said that I did not want to be in. That looks like some silver or platinum. We're not gonna get that. Because like I said, really no mining as far as actual blocks go. As far as dirt blocks go, though, we can get all of them. Because, like I said, I need to get the dirt blocks in order to go up to see if that Sky Island is in fact a thing I want to be at. Now, digging clay isn't so much as useful. Yep, definitely in a jungle. The music gave it away a long time ago, but, you know. You can now see it. There might be a chest down at the bottom of that. I don't think there is, though. There's enough light on my screen to where if I wiggle around, I can kind of see that there's not a chest. I mean, maybe it wouldn't hurt to go down there. I don't know. Let's get up here. There's some pots we didn't break. The pots can have goodies. 3 torches, rope, seeds that I don't care about. See if these guys have any worms inside of them. Nope. Alright, so now we have to use platforms to get up. Once I get to the top here, should have been ready with the things there. For now, we're going to abuse the Harpy's mechanics and just run off to the right. I don't think I'm high enough on the map to where this would have been a sure shot at seeing any islands. This harpy will come in for a second attack, more or less bounce over my head. Oh crap. Can I take on a harpy? No. Yep. For some reason, I could have swore that I had my recall potions on my hotbar, but apparently I took them off, and now I lost a gold, which could have been used to buy a piggy bank. That's actually really infuriating, because, like I said, I thought for sure that I put my recall potions on my hotbar. If we check our map here, we were definitely high enough if there was a sky island immediately there. Like I said, good chance, not guaranteed that they're there, so let's just try to make our way as far left as possible. I don't really necessarily care about that money. We will get plenty more. Important thing to remember is, at some point we need to go caving. If this guy hits me with sand, then I'm in trouble. This vulture, though, is going to have a bad day because he likes to get in close, which means he's pretty much a perfect target for the trident. I know I said I don't care about the gold, but I like money. Come on. Come on. I just need the gold. Once we get away from the harpies, it should be totally fine. Of course, I'm a greedy bastard, and I have to go back. The longer I'm up here, the higher chance another harpy is just going to spawn. And there she is. Apparently picked up a health potion along the way. I just need to get back to this bridge and go down. They'll be able to track me, but not the greatest. So now that we're regaining a little bit of health, I tried. I gave my best. I'm not seeing what I want to see, so unfortunately we're just going to give up there. Now, the jungle is not somewhere that I really want to be going through. Not with one armor. And bats like this, which take a... oh my god, right now with the slimes. That take a pretty decent amount of accuracy to hit on the first go. Like that. That is just stupid. That is me being stupid. The trident doesn't have the highest swing rate, so trying to use it like it's a sword is just... is dumb. No, the word for it, it's dumb. Like, it's just a trident, has 11 melee and its slow speed. Compare that to the... if you time it right, you can get it out, but if you're being slow about it like I was, then you can miss quite a bit. Sorry, just opening up my inventory so I can lock those into place. Like I said, not going back up to the islands. I'm going to call that a bust, because if you look at the map here, we explored quite a bit of it. That's neat. I never realized that this was a biome thing in the background. Yeah, we explored quite a bit above there. If there had been one in the immediate area, we would have for sure seen it. Alright, let's go under this, and we have to get up on this area as fast as possible, because you don't want to be caught fighting down here again. Preferably right there in the water. The slimes get stuck in kind of a level bounce with you. And that's where you want them. You want them stun locked, more or less. That's a sluggy, it's pretty good. Remember, the slimes aren't trying to kill you, they're just in the way. So if you can time the jumps well enough, you actually don't have to worry about them at all. For the most part. I can get a really good yo-yo if I mine into the jungle and get lucky with some spores, some vines, and some stingers. I can make the... Oh man, that is a weird jump, but I made it. I should have doctored that up a little bit, so I might not ever have to make that specific jump ever again. But seeing as, oh, I was about to say, seeing as we haven't hit the corruption yet, there's a high chance that it's not over here. Weird that it's so far away from spawn, though. So we're gonna... Oh, that was terrible. We're gonna have to super doctor this up here. That's just my term for... Create a little bit of a shelter here. Just to check this chest, we have a radar so we can detect enemies around us. Oh, that's fine. Grenades not useful. Healing potions are okay. Recall potion, shine potions, bottles, which are nice because I don't have any sand and we need that to do some stuff. More money though, which... I couldn't really... I don't know. It's not something that I really needed at the moment. So most enemies can go up through platforms, but they can't go down platforms. So being stuck in this specific position isn't all that bad, unless they do something like that. Little hops to get off double damage. Make sure that fork is going into the enemy. But I really would like to get through this. It's just, the corruption is not somewhere that you go at night. Because it's hard to see, the ground's purple. You know what? Oh, that's actually really cool. We got a grubby, which is 15% bait power. Like, slugs are better, but anything at this point. Time to make a campfire. I need a little bit more healing. I just need a good opportunity to leave where we're currently at, because right now this is not ideal. I can stand here and pretty much get off all the hits in the world. Super dangerous to be doing this at night. I need to create platforms, I need to heal. It's just all kinds of bad. Like, it's all kinds of super bad. Oh, we've got to be so close to the end of the map. If we could just get through this. That's not the best. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna recall potion home. I'm going to do that again in the daytime, and that's going to do it for this episode. It's kind of a long one just because we have the time lapse I'm going to throw in at the beginning and all of that stuff. Couldn't get the angler. That's what I really wanted. We didn't really find anything this episode. Really wanted that Sky Island too, but we'll get there. It was a mistake trying to use wood platforms. I should have just switched out for wood. I have almost 600 of it. So that was a fairly silly mistake. So this one's all on me. We have to also get some cobwebs and stuff because I think that's needed to make like the first fishing pole you can make. I think. Because I'm definitely not seeing. Oh, I'm sorry. We have a wood fishing pole. So I guess we need to find a good wooden, a good spot. 5% fishing power requires bait. 14 bait's not going to last long with a wooden fishing pole. Let's try to find the ocean, and then we'll try to set up a spot there. Once we find the ocean, see what we can't fish up. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay positive. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Terraria. Fishing, Bob's Fishing, whatever. Bye-bye.